And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Stacks, lads. Joined as always with my guys, Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, and Swerving Irvin Washington, and the billionaire Bad Boys hoodie. Is that a Billionaire Boys Club?
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't Pharrell own that? Well, owned it. I don't know if he still owns it. He probably sold it by now.
He definitely started it, but you're right. I think he sold it, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
He should have held out. Probably would have got way more money.
Could be wrong. He also owned ice cream too.
Ice cream, yeah. People been coming in asking for those shoes lately too.
Really? They're making a resurgence, huh?
I guess so.
Damn. Interesting stuff. Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the fellas. A lot going on this weekend. MLB opening weekend. Final Four, men's and women's. We had a lot of controversy go on in the women's game today. A lot of narrative shit. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about on the show. How you guys doing tonight? How was your weekend?
Doing good. Weekend was good. Can't complain.
Today was a little rough for me. Drank way too much bourbon last night, so.
Hey, nice.
Getting over that opening weekend blues with your Giants.
I mean, we got to win. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Damn. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you today, Ben. I woke up, ate breakfast, and then napped for till 1 o'clock, and I don't ever do that, dude.
Oh yeah.
I had a late night last night, but it was fun. It's always nice to see people you haven't seen in a long time. So,
yep.
And in Vegas,
I think all our teams got the same record.
Nah, the Dodgers are 2-2.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
A's and Giants are 1-2.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second, but. We are being brought to you by Tavour. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even have to leave your seat. That being said, Ben, are you sipping on anything?
I've got that sweet bear wine.
Nice.
So I'm going the wine route tonight because my buddy and I drank all of the beer that I had ready for the show today. Last night, and I didn't realize that I didn't have any. So
that happens.
Exactly. It's a good thing I got that sweet berry wine.
I'm starting off today with a Tropical Hideaway Berliner Weiss Ale with pineapple, vanilla, and marshmallows. This is from Bottle Logic Brewing Company out of Anaheim, California.
Nice.
Never had a beer from them.
What's the percentage on it?
5.6.
Okay.
So pretty
cool.
light. And after all the beer I drank last night, I probably don't need another beer tonight.
Yeah.
Wasn't really got to do it though. Got to power through it. Hair of the dog. I probably should have drank one earlier. Probably would have felt a lot better earlier this morning. But anyways, that's here nor there nor anywhere. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. So opening weekend this weekend. Kind of a lot going on with the new rule changes and just all this kind of shit, right? What was your takeaways for some of the rule changes? Because to be honest, normally opening weekend in Major League Baseball, we see a lot of unders, right?
Mhm.
But we actually had like 50-50 over unders this weekend. So there was a lot of scoring in a lot of these games, and a lot of it, and without home runs too. You know, a lot of it had to do with the shift, the pitch clock too. I think some pitchers aren't completely used to the pitch clock. They're hurrying up, and because of that, they're not like they're not throwing precision pitches. They're kind of getting hit. So I kind of feel like it's benefiting the hitters in some regards, all the new rules, which obviously that's kind of what Major League Baseball wants to see because people want runs scored. But what was your guys' takeaway first weekend? All the new rules, shift rule, bags, pitch clock being the three major ones.
Yeah, it's look like early. It might. I'm pretty sure it's gonna even itself out, but early it looks like it's benefiting the offenses more than the defenses for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great to see a 2-hour game today.
Yeah.
2 hours and 3 minutes. Actually, yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah, but you could tell like some staffs are really affected by like the Blue Jays pitchers for sure.
Yep.
Blue Jays, they got a lot going on, man. They can't.
Yeah, Chris Bassett did not have a game. Holy crap! Was that three and a third? Allowed 10 hits, 9 earned runs, 4 homers, 0 strikeouts.
Yeah, and Alek Manoah was bad too on opening day.
Was bad too. Yeah,
they happened to hit the ball, and then on Saturday they 7 walks and they couldn't score a single run, dude.
Yep.
I mean, that just you can't have that, dude. You're gonna,
7 walks and was getting no hit to the 6th inning.
Yeah, it was
one of the craziest stats I've ever seen in baseball.
Bro, the very first inning they had bases loaded with 1 out and they couldn't score a run.
Yep.
It was crazy, man. And that was the issue the Blue Jays had last year too, was like they couldn't hit with runners in position. Like remember at one point last year, like halfway through the season, they were like the bottom 3 WRC plus with runners in position. And that's something that they're gonna have to clean up. You know, Blue Jays are a team that I was very high on coming into the season, and part of the reason was, you know, I like Bassett as like a third starter. I think he's an excellent third starter. But, you know, Manoah gets rocked. Bassett gets rocked. Gausman was actually pretty good. He gave up 3 runs, but they were unearned because of an error. So he should have gotten out of the inning. But in their bullpen, like, it doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, to be honest, the Cardinals are one of the better offensive teams in baseball, so can't put a ton of weight into that. What was some of your guys' like? What is something that you guys were surprised by, like a team or a player?
The Rockies.
Why is that?
Because they pitching actually performed a lot better than I thought it would.
Dude, for some reason, like they always play well against the Padres. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. But
last year they were good against the Padres too. Like I think they were like 500 against them last year. I think their real team started to show at the end of that series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Rockies are going to be arguably the worst team outside of the A's. Not impressed by the A's this weekend, man.
Yeah, A's had a rough weekend.
Yeah, the A's looked bad.
Phillies had a very rough weekend.
I was down on the Phillies, so I'm honestly like I'm not entirely shocked by that.
No, but I mean, I think when you go 0-3 and your run differential is at -18, you allowed 29 runs this series.
Ooh, that was bad.
That hurts.
Hopefully they could bounce back. I think they kick off against the Brewers tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Yankees.
No, the Mets play the Brewers, right?
No, Phillies.
Phillies play Phillies play the
Mm-hmm.
Yankees.
Oh, the Philly might be able to bounce back. They starting off against Nestor Cortez, right?
Yeah, but Nestor Cortez is, I mean, he was dominant at home last year under a 2 ERA.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he gonna keep it up? Because we think he a Jag, so.
Yeah, I think home and road splits are real though. Like we see a lot of pitchers that play well at home. They pitch well at home, and also remember last year how there was that stat, like I think it was like 75% of the teams that played on Sunday Night Baseball and had to travel the next day lost the next game.
Sheesh.
So that's something to keep your eye on. I actually like the Yankees tomorrow. I have them in a money line parlay.
Nice.
Yeah. I need some offensive help for my team. Jesus. Shut out 2 games, had 41 strikeouts over those 3 games this weekend.
Yeah, I think you're
Did
gonna
not look good.
I think you're gonna see a lot of that, Ben, to be honest, throughout the year.
Yep.
The Giants are a lot of their players are very streaky to begin with, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely. Yep. And there's nobody that's going to lead this team with like standing out.
yeah.
It's going to be, it is very much of, a bunch of Jags. So,
Yep.
so yeah, this is going to be a rough year for the Giants.
How about the Twins, man? 3-0, sweep the Royals.
Yeah, the Twins actually look good. The offense probably needs to come along a little bit better. But isn't Correa out too?
I think so. And Joey Gallo, man, he 2 home runs today.
Yeah. Joey Gallo looked good at the plate. So
they came up big. The Guardians I thought were huge too. Took 3 of 4 from Seattle in Seattle opening weekend, and no Emmanuel Clase. Thought that was a massive series win for the Guardians. And the first night, Bieber pitched excellent and they lost, right? Because they couldn't fucking hit for shit. Next 3 games, they put up a lot of runs, man. I think they averaged over 5 runs in the next 3 games, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. But man, the Guardians, that's a good baseball team, man. They just play the right way, dude. They play the right way, and Oscar Gonzalez.
They just need an average offense, so that team is going far.
Well, I think a big part of their leap expected was Oscar Gonzalez, and I mean he looked really good in this weekend. He looked really good, and if they can just get the protection behind Jose Ramirez, which forces teams to pitch to Jose Ramirez, it makes that team so much more deadly, dude.
Yeah.
And then obviously Steven Kwan gets on base all the time. It's just the back half of that lineup kind of sucks. But getting Mike Zunino was huge because Mike Zunino fucking rakes lefties. And remember last year the Guardians fucking sucked against left-handed pitching. That's why they basically lost to the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
They can't hit lefties. But they go and get Mike Zunino. What does Mike Zunino do today? Fucking hits dingers off lefties. So, I mean, that was, we talk about small moves that benefit teams that increase what they do. And that's huge, man. That was a huge move. And it was kind of like I don't know if it was us, we were talking about it, but I was saying we were talking about the Marlins and the Mets. And I was like, man, I kind of like the under in that game when Drew Peterson was pitching because the Marlins couldn't hit lefties last year. And they didn't really do anything to improve their lineup hitting lefties other than getting Jorge Soler back from injury. So, and it showed that game went under. And the Marlins, man, that team, Jazz got to figure it out. I don't know if that kid can play center field, though. He looks lost out there.
Did he play second base last year?
Yeah, but they brought in Luis Ariz, so they moved him to center field. And I mean,
you might have to try to,
he looks fucking lost, bro. Like, he's not a good defensive center fielder. But man, they gotta start hitting, dude, at some point.
Well, wasn't he like 0 for 6, 0 for 7, and then ended up hitting that homer? But
yeah, but De La Cruz, I mean, that's a guy that he's one of their top prospects, and Fangraphs had him as one of the top 5 breakout players of the year. I don't even think he has a hit yet in 4 games.
Who?
De La Cruz, Brian De La Cruz.
Oh yeah. He's looking terrible at the plate.
Yep. I mean that team just the bottom half of that lineup. I think they have like 1 hit between their 7, 8, 9 guys in 4 games.
Yeah, De La Cruz is batting 0.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a hit
7
yet.
at bats. What's that?
He doesn't even have a hit yet.
Doesn't have a hit. Yep.
That's the guy they're counting on.
Jesus Sanchez batting 143. Joey Wendell batting 0. How do you say it? Avasale Garcia?
Yeah.
0.
Jesus.
John Segura 91. Jazz Chisholm 154. And then you've got like Arias, who's batting 563.
Yeah, dude, he had like
Garrett Cooper 385.
I was watching the game on Saturday. Luis Arias was like 4 for 4, and he's like the only dude on the team that had a hit.
Yeah, 9 hits and 16 at bats.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
but someone's got to pick him up.
Yeah.
Slayer hit a dinger over the weekend. That's a good sign. You know, if he's healthy, I think that'll benefit the Marlins. But I mean, they could pitch, dude. Like pitch all day, but it's tough to win 1-0 games every fucking night, dude.
Yep.
It's very difficult, especially against a team like the Mets.
Yeah. And I was really impressed with Texas.
Yeah.
I thought they played really well. They put up a lot of runs those first 2 games, which was surprising to me.
Against 2 good pitchers, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Texas, they look pretty good, man. They do. But they're going to go on like a fat slump, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they always do. Well, they got Bochy behind the, in the dugout now. That's going to be a big thing for those young guys to get that veteran coaching experience.
Yeah. No, he's definitely an upgrade at the manager position. And Josh Young looks really good. He hit a home run tonight. Third baseman. He was one of their top prospects in that organization. Texas has talent, dude. It's just I don't think they have enough bullpen depth. I mean, they have Will Smith closing games, dude. Like that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna fly.
So at some point they're gonna have to figure out the bullpen, and then I mean, if DeGrom continues to go out there and struggle, their starting rotation is not that good.
Yeah.
So I think down the line that's where we're gonna see issues. Like tomorrow they play the Orioles. Orioles have Kyle Bradish on the mound against John Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And what's the Orioles at right now? Plus 136?
Plus 1. I see plus 117 on ESPN.
So it's already gone down. They open at like plus 136. Everyone's betting the Orioles. Because that's a good spot for them. And I think the market kind of overvalued Texas after the opening weekend. Now you're getting value back on Baltimore in that instance. Baltimore's 1-2. They should be 2-1. It took a fucking crazy error, dude. Like you don't ever see that in a Major League Baseball game. And they end up losing that game. They should be 2-1 though. The Orioles have a major. If they can't fucking pitch, dude, they're gonna be in.
Yeah, they're gonna be in trouble, bro, because that offense is good. The offense is great, but they got to be able to pitch, bro. Ain't no way in hell you up 9-3 and lose a game 10-9.
Yeah, that shit was atrocious, man. And I didn't understand the Cole Irvin trade to begin with, because Cole Irvin, like if you look at his pitching splits in his career, like he pitches like Randy Johnson in Oakland Coliseum, but outside of Oakland Coliseum, he fucking sucks, dude. Like his numbers are trash. So that was like I didn't understand that move, because he's basically like a 5th starter. He's a guy that'll eat innings for you, but he's not a guy you can count on to go out there and fucking, stop opposing lineups from scoring. And that's basically like Kyle Gibson's the same way. Like Kyle Gibson is a fucking 5th starter. He's an inning eater. So they throw two of their top 3 starters in their rotation. They throw out there as inning eaters. And they fucking get shelled in the first weekend. You know what I mean? And Dean Kramer, he pitched decent. He didn't really pitch bad. The bullpen kind of fucking blew that game on Saturday. And then, like I said, the error. But a big spot coming up for Kyle Bradish, and then the following day, Tyler Wells. 2 pitchers that I think are fucking excellent, who I like. I bet the Orioles tomorrow. I like them. Adley Rutschman. Woo!
Yeah, he's looking good.
Boy can play, man.
7 at-bats straight to get a hit to start off the season.
And 8 straight successful on base too.
On base, yeah.
But then I think he's like 0 for his last 7 after that. Now he's only batting like 439.
That's baseball for you.
What do you guys think? Tampa Bay, are they lights out, or does Detroit just suck that much?
I think it's a little bit of both, but it's like
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I tell Felipe all the time, like, there's this guy, Felipe, Ben, you know who Felipe is.
Oh, yeah.
He thinks for some reason the Tampa Bay Rays are just going to trade Tyler Glass now, like, because they're not going to be good. I'm like, bro, they win 90 games every single year. Like, they're good every year.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, why would they just trade Tyler Glass now? I mean, that's just what the Rays do, man. They pitch hella well, and now they're swinging the sticks.
Yeah,
know?
As long as they can keep the bats going.
Maybe it was the Tigers pitching, but you know, now they get another 3-game series with the Nationals coming up.
Yep.
The Nationals might not score a run in this series.
Yeah, I was looking into the game because I was like, man, Drew Rasmussen's only like minus 150 against the Nationals. But I was looking at it, dude, and Drew Rasmussen's numbers in March, April are like fucking terrible, dude. So like he always gets off to a slow start. So that's something to keep an eye on tomorrow. Don't just bet the Rays because they're better than the Nationals.
Yeah.
It made me stop and hesitate a little bit.
So you gonna bet the under?
Nah, because Rasmussen might get rocked. His ERA in March, April, throughout his entire career is like a fucking 5.2 or something. It's over a 4. It's definitely over a 4.75.
Yeah.
It's the worst month of his career is March, April.
Yeah. Man, Wander doing great things at the plate, and I think this is exactly where, I know it's only 3 games in, but this is where they thought Wander would be. Which is good to see him start off the season. 636 average over the weekend, 1.18 slugging percentage. 1.8 OPS.
Yep. I also think it's important for the Rays to get guys like Lowe back on track. You know, he was hurt last year, in and out of the lineup, but the year before, you know, he was really good. He was a huge part of what they did, Brandon Lowe.
Yeah, didn't he hit like 38 home runs, 39 home runs, something like that?
Yep. So I think it's really important that they get Lowe back involved.
Yep. Hopefully, Rosarina can stay hot.
Yeah, he's
interesting game tomorrow too is the Angels and the Mariners.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one, bro. That's gonna be a good one.
For some reason, the Angels do well when they play the Mariners on the road. For some reason.
Yeah, George Kirby though. You know, he had a 3.02 ERA the second half of last year. Supposedly he's going to be on somewhat of a pitch count, but I think the Mariners coming off 2 or 3 losses against the Guardians, I think that this is a huge series for them. I know it's only April, but I'm not high on Reed Detmers. I think he's average at best. I just think George Kirby's so much better. Like, they just have a huge edge in starting pitching. At minus 140, I actually have that as one of my best bets.
Nice.
Which I'll get to later, but yeah, the Mariners, they got to get back on track. You know, signing Colton Wong or trading for Colton Wong, I don't know why the fuck they did that, bro. They should have just kept Brendan Fraser, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? He's terrible. What's he batting, Ben? Like 0.25? I think he has 1 hit.
Let's see. 77.
Bro.
But I mean, you look at the other players on that. Teoscar Hernandez, 71. JP Crawford, 91.
Yeah, JP's not in that lineup though for his bat.
Yeah.
But I kept I kept saying it all off season, bro. I was like, there's a reason why the Blue Jays traded Teoscar Hernandez. He was not good last year.
Yeah.
You know,
Tommy La Stella, 143. Kalenic, 154. Man, he's been a huge disappointment.
Yep. He just has raw power.
Yeah.
But man, this team, dude, if they cannot hit, oof.
Yeah, as a team batting 183.
But again, they would just face one of the best pitching teams in all of baseball. So it's hard to knock them a ton in that respect. But we'll see what they can. You know, this is a big, like I said, this is a big series for the Angels and the Mariners because the Angels coming off taking 2 or 3 from the A's, who, I mean, just look fucking lifeless, dude. Like, that team can't hit. He can't pitch. Waldichuk was actually nice 2 times through the order, and then once he got to the 3rd time, it was just fucking Dinger City off of him, dude. Could not get out of it. But yeah, it's like I'm interested with the Angels too, because the Angels look really good for 2 games. But is that because they were playing the A's, or is it?
Yeah.
Or is it the Angels? You know what I mean? Like, I honestly, after watching the A's that first weekend, dude, like, talk about a team that can't hit, Ben. What's their team average? It's got to be like 8.083.
Oakland A's.
Those motherfuckers cannot hit.
Yeah, it was not pretty. Let's see.
So you putting your A's on auto favorite?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's not a good baseball team, dude.
186.
186.
Yep.
Not a good baseball team, man. They definitely might lose 120 games this year. Dead ass.
You're gonna give them 42?
Yeah, they'll win over 40 games. I'm starting to question if they'll win 50 though.
Yeah.
They might have to luck into it, dude.
Yeah, I didn't expect that lineup to be that bad, bro.
Yeah, they just. Oh my god.
Because the Angels don't even have good hitters, so I mean, the Angels don't have like great pitching, so.
Well, Sandoval's good and Tyler Anderson's good.
Yeah, and Shohei, but.
And that's the 3 they faced. But yeah, I mean, like their bullpen isn't that good.
Y'all only score what 1, 2 runs a game, 3 runs a game.
Dude, the only reason why we scored 3 runs last game was because they were up like 13-0. So it's like, you know, they're not even putting their good pitchers in. They score.
It's crazy. Maybe the line's different, but ESPN's saying the line is at -155 for the Guardians over the.
Yeah, because what's his name is pitching tomorrow? Plesac.
Yeah.
Against Caprellian. I mean, dude, there's no way I would back the A's at this point.
Yeah.
And the Guardians are so much better, dude. Like,
yeah, you can't back the A's right now.
If you're a team like the Guardians too, like you see a team like this on your schedule, and it's like, all right, we need to go and take care of business. Like, let's just go win these 3 games in this set and get out of there, because you know you beat these teams that you're supposed to beat. It makes life so much easier when you get into like tough series, right? Come play out, like once we get down to August, you could look back on these type of games and be like, man, no, fuck, we dropped 2 or 3 to the fucking A's.
Yeah.
These are games you got to take advantage of. And, Tito Francona, he's one of the best managers in baseball. So I know this team's not going to be, like, down. My only concern for the Guardians in the series is, like, their bullpen usage. Tyler Steffen has already pitched a lot. Karen Check's pitched a lot. And they don't have Emmanuel Clase right now.
Yeah.
But De Los Santos looked really good today. I mean, dude, the Guardians just, like, they got all these relievers. I don't know where they get them from. They're all fucking good. Like, bro, they shut the Mariners down.
Yeah.
Basically 4 games. I mean, the Mariners scored 3 runs one game and won because the Guardians didn't score any.
Yep.
Guardians are they're just a good baseball team. It's crazy.
They're well-rounded too. I think that's the big thing is they don't have to, they have offense, they have pitching, they have defensive firepower.
Oh yeah, defensively
Like,
they're great.
Yeah. There's not one thing that they majorly excel at, but they're just good at everything.
Yeah. All right, so if you're a team like the Blue Jays right now, obviously I know it's hella early, dude. I know it's early, but are you like a little bit concerned? Like the fact that Manoah gets rocked, Bassett gets rocked, your bullpen hasn't looked great. You haven't been able to hit with runners in scoring position. Like, are you a little bit concerned? Because these are issues that they had last year that you thought they addressed. And I know it's only the first, like, I get it. It's only the first series of the season. It's a long fucking season. But are you a little bit concerned?
I would definitely be a little bit concerned.
Yeah, I think you definitely have to have some concern there because the Cardinals, they are a good team, but you're really wanting to be up at that level of the other good teams in the league, and I think everyone thought Toronto was going to be better than St. Louis. So if you're dropping 2 of 3, and the one game that they won, that 10-9 game, do they really deserve that win? Then you lose big the next day 4-1. You lose big the following day 9-4. So, like, I'm a little worried there. I think what they have going for them is that they have Kansas City coming in, and Kansas City did not look good whatsoever.
Are they going to Kansas City or
they're going to Kansas City.
Okay, it is at Kansas City.
Well, that'll be a pick me up because I think wasn't Minnesota at wasn't Minnesota at Kansas City this weekend, opening weekend?
Yeah,
and they swept them. So
yeah, only run differential 7 run though, which
every game was pretty tight.
Yeah, but still, Kansas City only put up 4 in 3 games. So, if you can hold that, even have adequate pitching, you can take those games against Kansas City. Their bats are just not.
Who's pitching tomorrow for the Blue Jays?
Blue Jays.
Is it Kikuchi?
No, I think it's Barrios.
Oh god, dude, they might lose that game.
Yeah, Barrios for Singer.
They might lose, bro. Give me Brady Singer.
Yeah,
it's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Bro, Barrios is trash.
I know, but he might have a bounce back here.
He wasn't even good in spring training, though. He wasn't even good in the WBC.
Damn, I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's not working.
I mean, like, Brady Singer's he's a good pitcher.
Yeah, he can be, but he ain't gonna have no run support.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the problem. They gotta get them bats going.
Might have to go with the under for that game.
Yeah. What about your Dodgers, Irv? How you feeling about them?
I think we're gonna be all right. We just gotta get today. We just didn't get timely hits. We gotta hit with runners on, and runners in scoring position. If we can do that more often and not be tragic at it, I think we're gonna be all right. The pitching looked a lot better than I thought it would. Noah's
Syndergaard was good. 6 innings, 1 hit.
Yeah, he looked good today.
One earned.
Yeah, we can keep him at that clip. We'll be all right. But we probably need to add another bat. But Dodgers have a plan, and I don't blame them. So I'm not going to say this is a throwaway year, but we know that the talent on this team is going to be drastically different next year. So, but keep those young guys in it. Keep fighting. I think we're going to be all right. I can definitely see us winning 90+ games. So,
how about the Diamondbacks though?
In the way the Padres looking, I'm pretty confident about that.
Yeah, Padres did not look great this weekend.
I think starting pitching is going to be their issue, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Their rotation is not that good. We talked about it before the season. Like Nick Martinez, it's not good. Like if he's starting, dude, you don't have a good starting pitching. You don't have a good pitching set.
The dude they traded today pretty much shut down the Atlanta Braves, so that just lets you know how good that Mackenzie Gore kid is going to be.
Yep. Yeah, he was hella good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting because the Padres are built to score hella runs in a ballpark that doesn't allow hella runs. It's almost counterintuitive to how they built their team. I don't get it. And the Rockies were so terrible last year on the road hitting. They could not hit on the road last year. And CJ Cron has 3 home runs. He leads the league in home runs right now.
Yep.
I mean, that's crazy.
We know they'll regress though.
Oh yeah, dude. The Rockies will probably lose their next 17 games, dude. It wouldn't shock me.
Well, and they scored a lot of runs this weekend, but they also allowed a lot of runs too. So even though they were 2-2, and they're still +2 on the run differential, but it was a completely different team in the first 2 games that we saw in the second 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the Diamondbacks? So it's a good team, man.
Yeah, they actually look decent. They're not gonna be trash bins this year. And if Kyle Lewis could play anywhere near the way he did when he won Rookie of the Year, that could be the icing on the cake for them. But they got good young talent. The pitching has to get a little better outside of Zach Gallen. The guy on the mound today didn't look bad at all. But
Zach Davies.
Merle Kelly got slapped around, and the bullpen probably gonna be kind of issue too. They look good today, but I think that bullpen they might not hold up.
Nah, they got a nice bullpen.
What about Bumgarner having to be sent back over to Arizona because of fatigue?
Yeah, I think it's time for him to call it a career, man.
Well, he still has 3 more years on contract too. They'd be putting a lot of dead money in that.
Yeah, but dude just don't have it no more, man.
I agree.
Move him to the bullpen or something.
That 2014 World Series run fucking killed that guy's arm, dude.
Yeah.
He's never been the same after that.
I mean, he only had 2 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 5 runs.
He's just not the same, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think didn't Trace hit 2 of his home runs off him?
Yeah.
No. He's only around 1 home run.
Okay.
Yeah, Trace hit 1 off
Sulzer?
Yeah, Sulzer.
Okay.
Trace had a monster game, dude.
Yeah.
No, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, second in Dodgers history. Only person that had more than that is James Loney.
James Loney, man. I haven't heard that name in a while.
2006. Motherfucker hit 2 grand slams in 1 game and a solo homer.
That's crazy.
I did like that Dave Roberts said, like, okay, if you hit 3 home runs, then he's going to be playing. So
best day of his life.
Yeah. So Mookie went into second today for that one?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, any other takeaways from opening weekend?
It's going to be terrible. If they can't score 8 or 9 runs a game, you can pack that team up.
Who's that?
The Boston Red Sox.
Oh yeah.
They should be 1 and 2.
Yeah,
definitely.
Volpe, 3 stolen bases.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing, dude. A lot of stolen bases this weekend.
Yeah,
that was nice. If you bet the over on some stolen bases for people, you might make a lot of money this year.
Yeah. The market will definitely adjust, though.
Oh, Robbie Ray placed on IL.
Bro, talk about a guy that's cooked, dude. He's fucking cooked.
Yeah.
The Mariners love fucking signing dudes to big contracts and they never pan out, dude. It's like the Mariner way. Robbie Cano, Robbie Ray, Eric Bedard. Dude.
Oof, okay. Aaron Judge, 2 home runs already.
Where you left off?
Yeah, 2 solo dingers though.
Yeah, that's the big problem.
3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Aaron Judge solo home runs.
Yo. Yeah. You gotta get those with runners in position, but I mean the big thing about Aaron Judge is just staying healthy, dude. Because aside from last year, he's never really played a full season. So, if he can stay healthy, I don't see any reason why he can't come close to what he did last year.
Yeah.
Although I don't think he will. Solo dingers. How many RBIs does he have? Just 2?
Let's check. Let's see.
No, he had another. He had a single where he hit 1 in.
Arson Judge.
I saw an Arson Judge jersey at one of the games, and I really wanted to get it.
4 for 4 for the Giants yesterday.
Yeah, 4 RBIs,
4 solo homers.
That's not bad. That's not too
6
bad.
hits, 2 home runs.
Yeah, Philly 0-3, fam. And they got Tahan Walker on the mound tomorrow. Yeah, take the Yankees money line. Best bet. Shit, we can minus 1.5.
Yep. I don't know. I'm not a big run line guy, just because like anything can happen.
I feel you.
Too many times last year, I've seen games where a team's up 3 in the 9th inning, and a team hits like a 2-run home run and lose 3-2, and you lose the fucking -1.5.
Yeah.
But no, I like the Yankees money line tomorrow. I definitely am on board with that one. All right, let's talk some Final Four, man. So, San Diego State versus FAU. Man, what a fucking game, dude. That was a fucking game. FAU starts out the game 5-0. San Diego State goes on a 14-0 run, and then FAU answers back on a 20-4 run of their own.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a game of total ebbs and flows. Then the second half, FAU with 13 minutes left to play is in bonus, which means any foul they go to the free throw line. San Diego State holds them scoreless for like 5.5 minutes. Get back in the game. Lamont Butler, buzzer beater, jumper. They win the game by 1. They don't cover, but they win the game. What was your guys' thoughts on San Diego State game?
Amazing game. Now I think if San Diego State ran the offense through Letty and the other guy, Bradley, a little more, the game probably wouldn't have been as close because FAU could not stop either one of them. He was too strong, too agile for that 7-footer, and he was just not. He just couldn't keep up with him. And Bradley was that dribble penetration was killing FAU.
Yeah, Bradley's hella strong, dude.
Yeah, you don't really see. He kind of reminds me of a left-handed Jameer Nelson. Like you cannot keep that dude out the lane at all.
Yeah, yeah. Lede was really nice. San Diego State couldn't hit free throws either. They were like 12 to 23 from the free throw line.
That was nasty work at the free throw line.
If they hit their free throws, they would have.
They missed like their last 6 free throws and only made 1.
Mm-hmm. Like if they just made their free throws, they probably blow FAU out. It wouldn't have been that close. But man, that was a hell of a fucking game, dude. Which was nice because the very next game, UConn and Miami. Aaron and I talked about it on Friday, and I told him, I was like, bro, if you like Miami, just take Miami money line because UConn's 0-6 in games decided by 6 points or less. And the spread was 5.5. But I was like, if you like UConn, you should also sprinkle some money on the alt line -11.5 at +360 because UConn blows when they win, they blow people out. And I didn't think that Miami was going to be able to contain Klingon and Sonogo, and shocker, they couldn't. That game was never fucking close after like the first 2 minutes of the game. Miami had a great season. They got nothing to hang their heads on, but man, UConn is a fucking juggernaut right now, dude. What was your guys' thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I kind of knew that game was going to play that way. Miami just don't have the size inside to deal with those two guys, and when UConn shooting like that, and those two guys in the middle taking advantage of that small Miami front line, that game was either Miami had to shoot the damn net off the rim from 3-point land, or it wasn't gonna be close, and it wasn't close. Miami made that run. I think they got it to like 7 or 8.
Yep.
And then UConn just took off again, and like, yeah, man, this game a wrap.
Yep.
I didn't watch this game, but I checked the lines on it, and I mean, I'm just surprised with 6 additional turnovers, 15 turnovers compared to the 9. Like, I'm a bit more surprised that this wasn't a little bit closer.
Miami is just too small.
What's that?
Miami's just too small.
Yeah.
They just couldn't, like, none of their shot attempts were, like, good looks. Like, they were all contested.
Yeah, only shot 32% compared to the UConn's 49.
Yeah. Because, I mean, UConn, like, even when they missed it, they get, like, a free offensive rebound because Miami can't box out fucking Sonogo or Klingon. It was just it was nasty. And that's the difference between San Diego State and Miami, is that San Diego State is long and athletic, with guys like Lede and Mensa and Agapa Rope. So that's going to be something that that UConn's going to have to deal with that they haven't had to deal with at all in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Gonzaga has big guys, but like, let's be honest, dude. Drew Timme got fucking he's slow and he's not a good defensive player. Like this San Diego State team is a lot different.
Yeah,
they're basically like St. Mary's, but more athletic.
The over under is only 132.
Yep, and the line's 7.5, which I think is way too much. UConn might be the better team, but San Diego State is going to keep this game close, dude. I promise you, it's not going to be a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I took the 7.5. Everybody and their mom is going to bet UConn. I'm telling you that right now. Everybody's on UConn tomorrow. There ain't a soul on San Diego State except for me. It's just too many points. But I am fascinated to see how UConn does deal with all the length and athleticism of San Diego State. It's gonna be
when's the final?
Tomorrow, Monday.
Might be a slobber knocker.
I think it tips off at like 5:15 or 6.
6:20.
6:20, 9:20 Eastern time. Man, I would hate to be on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Everything tips late and shit. Because of us out here on the West Coast. We're more important.
Damn straight.
Yep. All right, let's move over to the women's Final Four. So today, Iowa, Caitlin Clark, one of the best players in the country. They were 3.5-point favorites against LSU. LSU blew them out. That game wasn't close. But what happened during the game at the end, Angel Reese, the best player for LSU, was taunting Caitlin Clark. A lot of shit was said online, a lot of back and forth, saying that Angel Reese is classless and all this shit. What's your guys' thoughts on like taunting and you know, talking back and forth with your opponent and stuff? Does that make you classless, or is it just competitors?
It don't make you classless. Honestly, Caitlin Clark was one of the biggest shit talkers in NCAA women's basketball, and she's earned it. She's a dog. She's a beast. And if you gonna dish it out, you got to take it. She been doing "You Can't See Me" the whole tournament. She did it after she dropped off South Carolina, which was cool. 36-0. You dropped what, 40 something? Didn't she drop 40 something on South Carolina?
It was a lot, dog. She had a game.
Yeah. So if they couldn't see her, and she couldn't see LSU tonight. So you can't.
Yeah. Ring me, baby.
Oh, my dad always told me, he who laughs best, and you can't dish it out if you can't take it. You can't take the heat. Stay out the kitchen. Now, when she was doing it, she was a fierce competitor, and that's what you want to see. And this is what makes women's hoops better. But when it gets done to her, they're classless. But like the LSU coach said, that's cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all just dependent on what is said. If you're going below the belt, then yeah, that can be classless. But if you're not,
that's true.
Then
all she did was this.
Yeah, that's nothing. That you don't.
Yeah.
Put your vision.
The people in Iowa don't like that.
Yeah, no, they don't, because they like it when Caitlin Clark's doing it though.
Yeah, they love it when she's doing it.
Yeah, that was seeing some of the reactions online. I was just like, dude, come on, bro. Like,
it's funny.
There's no way we're doing this, are we? It just so happens, that they're saying it about the black player, and no one said it about the white player when she was doing it.
It's funny. Remember when what's the name won all those years back? Don Imus called him what? What he called the Rutgers team? He was like, yeah, the ladies from Tennessee look good and like full of class, and the Rutgers girls look like a bunch of nappy head hoes. I think that's what he said.
Shit, Don Imus, bro.
That was the last time he was ever on sports radio.
Yep. Sounds about right.
That's crazy. All right, let's talk soon. Let's talk some NHL real quick. Benjamin, playoff race, playoff races.
I mean, there's not much race left. I think there's one opportunity for a team in the East to make it in.
There's 5 teams fighting for the last two wild card spots. So, well, now you can count
Buffalo's
Ottawa.
too far. Ottawa's too far. It's either gonna be the Islanders, the Penguins, or the Panthers. So
you don't think Buffalo could make it?
No, they're too far away. I mean, they do have 2 games in hand, but the way that they've been playing 5-3-2 in their last 6. Let's see, and they got a tough schedule coming up for those final few games here. They do play the Panthers, so that's that's a big that's going to be a flip of if they can pull this out, but they've got Carolina, New York, Ottawa, Florida, Detroit. They do have Columbus and New Jersey, so they've got some tough opponents kind of moving forward that I just think they're too far out of it.
It's crazy that some teams have played like 77 games and some teams have only played 75.
Yeah.
That's wild. So who do you think makes it in the East?
I'm gonna say the Islanders aren't going to make it. I think they're going to be the wild card, even though they're up on points right now. They do have a game in hand. They're on a losing streak, which is kind of a rough time to do it right now. And they've got some tough games coming up too. I'm pulling up their schedule right now because for some reason
there's 2 wild card spots, right?
Yeah, 2 wild card spots. But they've got Tampa Bay, Philly, Washington, and Montreal. So they're going to have to win at least 3 of those games. And I only see them maybe winning 2. So
that's the Islanders?
What's that?
That's the Islanders?
The Islanders, yeah. So I think the Islanders are going to be, even though they're on top in the wild card race right now, I think they're going to be the ones sitting out.
Damn.
So I think Pittsburgh and Florida will take it.
What about the West?
The West is a little bit more different of a story. I'd say Nashville is still in it with their 84 points. And
they still have 7 games left too.
Yeah, exactly. They have 7 games left. So does Seattle though, which kind of makes me think that Seattle is going to be able to make it in that wild card position. But that leaves either Calgary or Winnipeg, one of them sitting out. And if I'm Calgary, if I'm Winnipeg, that's a very, very bad season and a bad way to end the season, because you're supposed to be on top, and both of these teams, one of them's going to make that last position, one of them's going to be the one sitting out.
Yeah.
And that's a L season, even if you are that team who gets into that last place. Winnipeg has, they do have Nashville. They have Nashville, Minnesota, Colorado, San Jose, and Calgary. So they've got a very tough season, the way to end out that season, other than San Jose. And then you've got Calgary with Chicago, Vancouver, Nashville, San Jose, and then that Winnipeg game. So I think the Flames are going to make it in, and Winnipeg will be the one sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah. What do you think, Irv?
Yeah, I agree mostly with Ben. Calgary, yeah, their offense is just great, but some nights they just can't stop a damn nosebleed. Like tonight, they won. They was down. I think they was down 2-0, 3-0. They come back and win, but bro, you shouldn't be down that much. Didn't they play the Sharks tonight? Or they played, was it the Sharks? Let me look and see.
Calgary, Anaheim.
Anaheim. Yeah, you played the Ducks. The Ducks give up probably the most goals in the league. Like, yeah, it's just.
I also don't know what the
tough.
Sharks are doing.
Yeah, winning 3 in a row.
Yeah, fucking idiots.
Y'all balling, bro.
They're dumb as shit, dude.
Yep. Why?
It's an L at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all taking. I told y'all y'all can't tank right. The dog going up in.
You go from being in last place to now 28th.
Yep.
And you're beating the Jets, the Knights.
Who got the worst record now? The Blue Jackets or
Chicago?
Jackets do, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Blue Jackets.
Man, I do not want to see Bedard in Columbus, man.
No.
No, the Blackhawks have the lowest amount of points.
Okay.
Oh,
they have 54 points, and Columbus has 56. The Sharks have 59.
Sharks are a fucking joke.
Sharks have 6 games left though, so hopefully they can lose all 6.
Yep. Why? Why are you winning these games?
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
And they do have some, more difficult opponents, so we definitely can't go 0 for 6. But you can't have Noah Gregor scoring a hat trick against Arizona. We've got 2 against Edmonton, 2 against Colorado, and then we have Winnipeg and Calgary. We should be going. I mean, watch us win both of those Edmonton games.
No, y'all should go 0-6, man.
Hopefully.
God, I hope so.
Hopefully.
Yep.
All right.
Let's go, y'all.
Let's get some best bets for tomorrow. What do we like?
Give me the Golden Knights on the money line plus 115.
Irv Knights plus 115.
And give me for MLB, I'll do. Give me the Astros.
Damn it.
Astros money line.
Money line's not great value. It's sitting at
so I'm gonna do the run line.
Yeah.
Minus 1.5.
Astros run line minus 1.5.
What do you like, Ben?
It's at minus 106. I was gonna do that one. I will go with my other bet then, which was we're gonna go Tampa Bay over Washington. Washington just hasn't been able to put up any runs. I know you've got Rasmussen up on the hill, but I just haven't been too impressed with the way that that Washington is going to put out anything over the year. So we'll go run line minus 1.5. And then I too really like that Houston over Detroit.
Nice.
Run line minus 1.5.
I like San Diego State plus 7.5. Obviously, too many points. I think San Diego State just too long, too athletic, too deep. They're gonna be able to hang in that game. And I also like Mariners money line minus 140. Kirby on the mound, 3.02 ERA second half of last year, and he's really good at home as well. He should be on a pitch count, maybe, supposedly, reportedly, I don't know. But he's still going to go at least 5 innings. He's going to pitch some great baseball. Reed Detmer's on the opposite side, and Mariners, big bounce back spot here for them. So I like the Mariners money line on there. And then I also like a money line parlay of the Yankees and the Guardians. Yankees, Guardians, money line parlay. That pays out, what is it? Plus 167 on there. So Yankees, Guardians, money line parlay.
You're gonna go with Washington, but sorry, Guardians. Yeah.
Yep. Guardians. All right. Thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday night. We'll be breaking down some more Major League Baseball. Breaking down games for the next day. Be talking about any news, notes, information that happens between now and then. Maybe some NFL draft news as we get closer to the NFL draft. So we appreciate y'all. Tell a friend. Twitch.tv/taproomsports. Let's get this thing going. For Big Ball and Ben Larson, Swerve and Irvin Washington, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, lads. Keep y'all later. Peace.